talk us through a little bit about the product range that we have here briefly.
Okay, well, obviously you can break our products down into what I would say three major buckets. The first one is flash, so what people would often call thumb drives or USB drives or whatever. Yeah. So that's one range. Then you've got the physical hard disk drives, or now SSD with solid state, and then you've got the cloud based storage, which we'll probably touch upon. So, I mean, here we've got the different ranges of flash storage. I think everybody's familiar with flash. One of the lovely things about our products is everything is USB connected. Yeah. And the great clue in USB is U for universal. Right. So I give it to you, you give it to anyone. You're going to find a home for one of these in terms of you're going to be able to connect it. Right. Which is the great blessing of these products. So obviously we've got different capacities across the range. If you look at we'll start on the left-hand side there. The SD product. This is a new product, and again is a really interesting product from iStorage. And again, I think highlights why iStorage. You touched earlier on who are we? Well, we're a specialist. We specialize in encrypted storage, and this is a great example of a unique product. No one else in the market is offering this product. So this is basically encrypted micro SD cards. Wow. So in effect, you've got a flash drive that's got unlimited storage. I mean, that's never happened before. You're always capped to, is it 4 gig, 8 gig, 16? You have to decide when you purchase the product how much data you need. And of course, invariably, data just expands, right? So, you need more and more. With this product, we can encrypt on the iStorage micro SD card, so you can just slot more capacity into the module. So that's a really interesting product. Yeah. And then across, kind of from left to right, the DataSure BT. That's an interesting product. That is the only product that we do that doesn't have a physical pin pad on it. You'll notice one of the great things that I find with iStorage products, when you introduce them to people who haven't seen them before. You just have to show it to them. Yeah. You don't have to say a lot, because they look at it and go, I get it. Yeah. There's a pin pad. Yeah. So 90% of the story is already done because people go, I see the difference. Yeah. I wasn't expecting a pin pad. And then you kind of work out, there must be a code. This product is slightly different in that it still has all the levels of security, all the levels of encryption, but the actual pin pad is remotely on your phone or on your laptop or a different device. So basically, the PIN code is done through software, through an app, or through a Bluetooth connection. Right. So the BT is Bluetooth. Right. So it's an interesting product, and it also allows you some other functionality. But in essence, it's the same product, but the PIN pad has been put onto software. On software, but the really important point here, Sammy, is the encryption is on the drive. It's hardware encrypted. Really important point. Yeah. There are competitive products out there that are software encrypted. Right. Big difference. So our units are self-contained. So I can take any of our products and I can take them anywhere, and the encryption remains on our device, not on the host. Right. Which is really important. If there are other solutions where you have to have the encryption on your machine. So if I then take it to somewhere else, I've got issues because it won't recognize what the device is. So ours is self-contained, which means it is truly, you can take it, plug and play, but only when we say, to use a phrase. So that's the BT product. Yep. The other products are all what you would call probably kind of conventional USB devices. We've got the DataSure, the DataSure Pro, and the DataSure Pro 2. And the differences between those products primarily is the level of encryption. The DataSure Pro 2, which is the one in the middle there, is the highest grade product that we do. Yeah. That's got the highest levels of encryption and the you know, the most kind of accreditations.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the flash drives, of course, are small. You put them in your pocket.
Personal.
They're personal.
Right.
You know, you can, and I would say that is very often for data transfer.
Yeah.
Or, you know, transferring files. You're probably more likely to do that on a USB flash drive. Having said that, though, of course, the capacities are significant now.
Yeah, true.
So you know, it's just a very, the form factor allows for you to keep something very easily. You literally put it in your back pocket or in your jacket. These drives. So what we've got here is a combination of different form factors. The product on the left, the DiscoShort M2, really interesting product. I think is our newest product, and that is, as it says there, the smallest, lightest, fastest, and most rugged solid-state drive that we do. So solid state, of course, you don't have a physical hard disk drive which has got rotating platters. This is all in the chips.
Right.
Very fast, high capacity, very portable. You can see there the form factor. You know, it's as thin as an iPhone. Yeah. It's very rugged. You can literally, and we do have videos that I'm sure we can share at a different time of vehicles driving over these. These are incredibly robust.
Yep.
This also is one of the first products that we do which has the USB and the USB-C connector. So it has the compact USB connector. So, you know, obviously people will be familiar with the traditional USB, and there are different grades of speeds of that.
Yeah.
But now we're obviously moving to the smaller one. So that now ships with the two options.
Which you can connect it anywhere, laptops, iPads, whatever.
Correct.
Your Samsung phone, your Android.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is a really nice product. It looks really smart. It's really professional, and of course it comes in that aluminium sliding cover, which is really slick. It looks great, beautiful design, and again, I think that's one of the things about iStorage. We make rugged, reliable, high quality products, but they look good. You know, they feel good and they look good. And that's an important part of this, particularly, you know, and I touched back to what I said earlier about consumers. Yeah. You know, particularly, you know, people like good looking stuff.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
You know, that has been proven in IT. And you know, I don't have to mention any names, but it's obvious, right?
Yeah. I'll testify to that myself. When I first joined, I was given a DataShore Pro 2. And I felt like James Bond. I really did. It's black. It's beautiful. All my work is kept in there. No one knows the code except myself. I can lose it. Doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be able to access it. And it's beautiful.
And it looks nice, doesn't it? And it feels great.
And the company trusts me to take files that I work on home with me, where no one but me will have access to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the DiscoShore Pro there, the one in the middle, you'll see different colors. So we do a range of different colors for that product. That's kind of the entry level product for us. But again, you'll see on there high levels of compliance. It's got you know, it covers different areas of legislation. So you know, use these products. You're going to be able to prove that you are compliant and that you're paying attention. So interesting products. These products come in both HD and SSD. So there are two versions of each product, dependent on whether or not you want a hard disk drive, which is in general cheaper, right? Because it's older technology. The technology is more widely available. SSD is an emerging technology, solid state, with faster speed, lower capacity in a number of cases, but in general, that's the trade-off. SSD is still a little bit more expensive, but again, a nice product. You'll notice just on the right-hand side there, there's a little black kind of little thing that's the USB connector. So it's all in one. So you pull that out and it's connected. And it just slots in. So it's really nice that literally no external power. So again, you know, you could pull that out, take the USB cable, plug it in, and it's good to go. No software, don't need any, you know, it's operating system independent. So a really nice product. So that's the
the Discashore.
Yeah, Discashore 2. And then you've got the Discashore Pro 2. So that's the upgrade. And again, the world's first and only FIPS. FIPS is the federal US government-led accreditation standard, a global standard recognized around the world as at the very high end of certification. But you'll see that product has also got certifications from the UK, from NATO, from Europe. So that's covering all bases. And again, that's an upgrade of because it's got those additional levels of encryption. But again, you touched on it, Sammy. It only comes in the black, but it's a really nice finish. Yeah. And again, just looks smart, really professional.
It really does.
And that's a nice product. And then the Discashore DT, and the DT is kind of for desktop. So it's a slightly bigger drive. It's not as portable. You're not probably going to, well, unless you've got big pockets, you're not going to be taking that around with you. But again, very high standard, looks nice, beautifully designed, looks like, and it is a quality product. Again, has got all of the certifications. Also, this is our highest capacity drive. So this now goes up to 20 terabytes. And that is an enormous amount of data. You know, most small businesses aren't going to need 20 terabytes. So this is, this goes to the very highest level with our drives. So, so that's the desktop product.
Amazing. So we move on to the third category, or the third kind of solution that we, my bad, let's go here. Third solution, which is cloud security. And this is probably my favorite. This is my favorite product that we have, because it solves so many problems.
It's really interesting. This obviously starts to kind of overlap into that space where, I think clearly our products operate in parallel with cloud. I don't think we ever want to say that ours is better than, or it replaces cloud. It doesn't. Cloud's there, right? I mean, that battle's won in terms of, cloud is a very established means of storing information. That's a given. This now allows you to take all the benefit of encryption into the cloud. So what this allows you to do, and again, you'll notice it looks familiar.
Right.
Again, it's got that aluminium cover. You've got the PIN code. This allows you to encrypt your information before it goes up to the cloud. So what that means is that, again, we've talked about this nebulous thing called the cloud. And no one, unless you're a real serious kind of IT geek, you don't know where that is. I mean, by nature of the fact, it could be on any server. There is some legislation around where servers are located, but it could be on multiple servers. It could be in multiple parts of the world. What this allows you to do is to make sure that when your data goes up to the cloud, it is encrypted, and it's encrypted against your PIN code. The other thing that we can do with this is that we can do multiple copies of the same module. So you basically, what that allows me to do is to basically, I could send out 3 or 4 different modules around the globe to different people. We might be working on a project.
Right.
We might want to keep that secure.
Right.
But it means that we can all, we can all access the same information using cloned devices.
Right.
But I do that from my, from
You're the
center.
admin.
Yeah. So you can control that.
Right.
And you can do it easily.
Yeah.
And it just allows you all the benefit of the cloud, which is accessibility.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can go anywhere, hopefully, and access your data.
Right.
But you've also got there the encryption that means that only those people that have got the cloned devices can.
Right. So you need a key and a pin to get in there.
Exactly.
Right.
So again, all the benefit, and you can manage it. I think again, when you talk about the cloud and when you're talking about corporates,
right,
the issue then is control. You want to make sure you can control what's going on. That as an IT professional, as an IT manager, as a cybersecurity leader in a business, what's the one thing that you want to make sure? You want to know where the potential risk is in your business. And so if you're able to manage that, that gives you a lot of reassurance.
Absolutely.
And that applies also to our flash drives, where you can be the admin. We have 2 levels within our flash devices.
Yeah.
You can be the admin, and that gives you certain additional levels of control, or you can be the user. And when you're the admin, it means that you can set, for instance, the parameters around how many times somebody can incorrectly punch in a pin before it locks the drive down and the data is lost. It gives you the ability to reset the user password. And in some of our drives, it also gives you a one-time recovery. So you can literally from a distance, you don't actually physically have to have the drive. You can give, if the user turns around and says, "I've forgotten my PIN," you can contact the user. A user loses their PIN. You can contact the admin, and they can give you over the telephone a recovery PIN. And that's one time. You only ever do it once.
You do it again, it's gone.
Yeah. This is not some sort.
Our
devices
high level.
are not open-ended, but this is just that little bit of room. But only the person that can do it is the admin.
Right.
And again, so that you're assuming that whoever is in that role is a professional, is some form of a leader, or someone who's got a level of authority that wants to make sure. So that's Cloud Assure.
Yeah, and one last thing about the Cloud Assure in terms of management, like what type of control does the admin have? Because so, ladies and gentlemen, I'll put a link in the description about we did a webinar before. Some of our IT guys did an incredible job explaining how to use it, because it does come with an app or a software that you need to log in as an admin. You can track where people are using, where did they last log in and whatnot. You can issue a self-destruction order. What other? Am I missing any other?
I mean, you've got that ability through a dashboard. As you've said, Sammy, to see what is going on. You can see what the activity levels are. You can see where people are located and things like that. So it just gives you control.
Amazing. It's an impressive lineup of products that we have, and it's.